Hey, what's up, coin lovers? Welcome back to MY Channel Coin Purchaser, where we unlock the stories and secrets behind every coin in your pocket. Today we've got something small but incredibly fascinating, the €1 cent from Spain, dated 2012. You might think it's just a tiny piece of metal worth 1 cent, but trust me, by the end of this video you're going to look at this coin with completely different eyes. Rockets. So if you're curious about its history, design, circulation, and most importantly its market value right now, stay tuned. Let's dive in. The euro cent coins were introduced in 2002 when Spain and multiple European countries adopted the euro as their currency. These coins replaced the old peseta and instantly became part of everyday life across the Eurozone. The €1 cent is the smallest denomination in the euro coin series. In 2012, Spain minted this coin as part of the regular circulation series struck at the Madrid Mint. That year alone, more than 400 million of these coins were produced, making it one of the most common euro coins in circulation. This coin isn't just a tiny piece of metal, it's a symbol of Spain's role in a unified Europe and its integration into the global economy. Let's take a closer look at what makes this coin special. Obverse front side. On the front, you'll see the famous facade of the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, an iconic symbol of Spanish culture and history. It represents centuries of pilgrimage and tradition, blending Spain's spiritual heritage with modern currency. Reverse back side. On the back, we have the standard European design showing a globe highlighting Europe. Around it are the 12 stars of the European Union, representing unity and cooperation across nations. This artistic mix of national pride and European identity is exactly what makes euro coins beautiful and collectible. Voiceover with specs. Graphics. Here are the official specs of this coin. Denomination €1 cent. Year 2012. Country Spain. Mint Madrid. Material copper plated steel. Weight 2.30 grams. Diameter 16.25 mm. Edge smooth. Mintage over 400 million coins struck. With this many coins in circulation, this coin is considered very common, meaning almost every collector or coin enthusiast will have one in their collection. Every day, millions of euros and cents are used in shops, vending machines, markets, and cafes across Europe. The €1 cent coin is used for small transactions and often ends up in piggy banks, jars, or pockets, which is how many collectors actually find these coins. Because of its low value, most people simply pay with it and forget about it. But not us, grinny face with smiling eyes. Now let's answer the big question. Is the 2012 Spain €1 cent coin worth money? This coin's face value is, of course, 1 cent. That's 1 cent, but what about collector value? According to reliable coin catalogs and collector sites, in circulated condition, it's usually worth essentially its face value. 1 cent. Even well-preserved pieces are not rare. They're still usually valued at around 1 cent to maybe around 10 to 14 cents at most in collector markets, depending on condition. So unless your coin has a rare minting error, which is extremely unlikely, this coin's value outside of its face value remains very low. But here's the cool part. Sure, this exact 2012 Spanish 1 cent coin isn't rare, but did you know some euro coins from other years or countries can be worth hundreds or even thousands of euros due to errors or extremely low mintages? For example, a few rare euro era coins like some early French coins without proper inscriptions have sold for hundreds of euros on collector marketplaces, so always check your coins carefully. If you found a 2012 Spain €1 cent in your pocket or change jar, here's what you should do. Keep it. If you love coins, check if it's in pristine or uncirculated condition. Compare it with other coins for errors once you learn more. But for most collectors, this coin is more sentimental and educational than financially valuable. Alright. That wraps up our full history and value breakdown of the €1 cent 2012 España coin. If you enjoyed this video and want to see videos on other euro coins like the Spanish €2 coins or rare European cents, comment below what year and denomination you want next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a treasure in your pocket. Until next time, keep collecting, keep exploring, and keep discovering the stories behind every coin, where every small coin tells a big story. Today we're diving into one of the most overlooked yet fascinating coins in the Eurozone, the €1 coin from 2016. You've seen it jingling in your pocket change, but do you really know its story? Buckle up, because today we're uncovering the history, the hidden value, and how much this tiny piece of metal could be worth right now. The €1 coin was introduced in 1999 along with the euro currency itself, but physical coins only entered circulation in 2002. The purpose was simple: to give the euro a full range of denominations from tiny fractions to high-value coins. The 1-cent coin became the smallest denomination in everyday use across most Eurozone countries. Its low value made it perfect for exact payments and cash transactions, especially in the early years of the euro experiment. These coins share common dimensions: a copper-plated steel composition, 2.30 grams in weight, and 16.25 millimeters diameter, keeping them uniform across the entire Eurozone. But what makes them unique is their national reverse designs. Each country in the Euro family stamps its own culture, art, and symbols on the heads and tails, turning a lowly 1-cent piece into a small canvas of European heritage. Now let's fast forward to 2016. This year, the €1 continued to be minted and used widely in circulation. Countries like Germany, France, Italy, Austria, Malta, and Slovakia released their versions with unique national designs, from oak leaves and castles to prehistoric temples and national insignia. But here's the big question: on face value, this coin is worth exactly 1 cent in euros. That means in everyday use or in regular circulation, it's worth just a penny or 1 cent, plain and simple. However, when we talk collector value, things get interesting. For most countries in standard circulated condition, these coins are generally still only worth their face value or just slightly above it if sold in bulk as part of a collection. A standard 2016 German €1 coin might sell in collector markets between about 1 cent and $0.57 depending on condition and mint mark. A 2016 Austrian proof or uncirculated edition could go for roughly 4 cents to 21 cents, or slightly more for special sets. Malta's 2016 issue in collector grades can push to around $0.45. Some specialty Vatican versions from 2016 can go up to about €6 in uncirculated collector condition, especially when tied to religious or historical packaging. French 2016 coins typically show small premiums, around 20 cents or so. These values depend heavily on condition, scarcity, and collector interest. But outside special editions and proofs, most circulated coins are not worth a fortune yet. Now, while standard coins are humble in value, rare finds, errors, and special mintings can change everything. You may have heard stories online about some €1 coins going for hundreds or even thousands of euros. Most of these listings you'll see on auction sites are sellers listing coins at high prices, but what sells for big money is always the exception. In fact, most collectors agree that finding a 2016 €1 in regular circulation that sells for serious money above face value is extremely rare or almost impossible unless it's certified uncirculated. It has a rare mint mark. It comes from proof sets. It has a true mint error. For most everyday coins in your change, the realistic value remains close to its face value. So where do things stand right now? Standard 2016 €1 coins are mostly worth 1 cent to a modest collector premium *** depending on country and condition. Special collector versions or sets can fetch up to €6 or slightly more. Truly rare error coins might command higher auction results, but these are extremely rare and require expert grading and documentation before they sell. In other words, don't throw away that coin, but don't expect a windfall just from having one in your pocket, unless it's one of the very rare ones that stands out from the rest. Before we finish, here are some pro tips if you're starting your own numismatic journey. Keep 2016 coins in uncirculated condition. Look for proof sets or special mint packaging. Study mint marks. Letters like A, D, F, J tell you where the coin was struck. Research each country's design. Some are more collectible than others, and most importantly, have fun. Coin collecting is about history and passion, not just profit. So there you have it, the full story of the 2016 €1 coin. From humble everyday money to subtle collector interest, this tiny coin carries a big world of stories and surprises. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more videos uncovering the true value of coins in your pocket, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you have a 2016 coin and where it was minted. Thanks for watching. Happy coin hunting! Coin lovers and treasure hunters, today we're diving deep into one of the most common yet most misunderstood coins in the world, the €1 coin from the year 2020. You might think it's just a worthless piece of change, but what if I told you some versions of this tiny coin could be worth far more than you ever imagined? Stay tuned, because we're uncovering history, exciting facts, real-world values, and collector secrets that could change the way you look at your loose change forever. First things first, what exactly is a €1 coin? This is the smallest denomination of the euro currency, worth exactly 1/100th of a euro. It's part of the euro coin series that have been minted continuously since 1999 and entered circulation in 2002, when the euro officially became physical money in many European countries. Every euro coin features a common reverse side showing a globe and the denomination, and a national obverse side that's unique to the issuing country. The coin is made of copper-plated steel, weighs about 2.30 grams, and measures 16.25 millimeters across with a smooth edge. This design has stayed remarkably consistent since the beginning of the euro's introduction and continues to serve everyday commerce across Europe. In essence, if you have this coin in your hand today, you're holding a piece of European monetary history that's been circulating for decades. Now let's focus on the €1 coin from the year 2020, a coin that might look ordinary, but has some surprising stories behind it depending on where it was minted. In 2020, multiple Eurozone countries produced this coin, including France, Italy, Slovakia, Cyprus, Finland, and others, each with its unique national design on the obverse. For example, France released millions of these coins with their iconic national imagery, while Italy's 2020 coins feature symbolic artwork representing Italian culture. Some countries minted huge quantities, meaning these coins are very common in circulation. Others produced lesser numbers, making certain versions more interesting to collectors. At face value, a €1 coin is worth just €0.01, literally a penny. And in everyday commerce, that's what it's used for. But in the numismatic world, the world of coin collecting, condition, rarity, mint mark, and minting errors can dramatically change a coin's appeal and value. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition with no wear can be far more desirable to collectors than one that's scratched and worn from everyday use. And some versions from smaller mints or limited batches can be considered scarce in collections. Now let's answer the big question: how much is a 2021 €1 coin worth today? Well, here's the truth. For most of these coins, the numismatic value is still very close to face value, meaning you won't make a fortune selling them. For example, a Slovakia 2021 €1 coin typically trades between around 1 cent up to about $1 and 4 cents depending on condition. The Cyprus 2020 version ranges roughly from 2 cents to 26 cents USD in collector markets. The French 2020 coin, even with huge mint numbers, might be around $2.56 for uncirculated condition. Some versions, like the finished 2020 release, have sold online for prices around a couple of dollars due to collector interest rather than rarity. Most circulated examples you find in your pocket are still simply worth 1 cent in everyday spending, but collectors will pay more for unblemished pieces or coins with historical significance. So, what makes one coin worth more than another? The answer isn't the year alone, it's a combination of factors. Condition: uncirculated coins with no wear are more valuable. Minting numbers: coins with lower mintage often have better collector demand. Mint marks and countries: some countries issue fewer coins or have more dedicated errors and unique traits. Misprints or accidental errors can sometimes make a coin, a rare collectible, worth significantly more. Yes, even here in 2025, €1 coins are still legal tender in Eurozone countries. Most shops accept them, banks still dispense them, and people still use them to make exact change. However, due to rising costs of production and convenience preferences, some businesses round totals to the nearest 5 cents, but the coins themselves are still part of everyday Euro transactions. So, should you save your 2021 €1 coins? Absolutely. While most are worth just their face value, collectors around the world are always searching for rare mint marks, perfect uncirculated specimens, and coins with story value. Even if you don't find $1 million coin, collecting is fun, educational, and could turn spare change into a small treasure over time. Who knows, that humble little copper coin hiding at the bottom of your drawer might be worth more than you think. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2021 €1 coin, hit thumbs up, like, subscribe, and click the bell to never miss more fascinating coin stories and market insights. Drop a comment below if you've got a 2020 €1 in your collection. Tell us what country it's from. Until next time, keep exploring and keep collecting.